Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and this is your second You Pick Tuesday matchup of the week. I actually neglected to mention that the first one was a You Pick Tuesday matchup. Anyway, Chris Bumstead versus Lee Haney. I don't think that I have ever done a comparison between these two, and I have certainly never compared the 2020 Mr. Olympia version of Bumstead against Lee Haney. Anyway, guys, this one here, it's almost a situation where I think the lag development is going to be too much for Lee Haney to battle against. Those quads of Chris Bumstead, I mean, my soul, my soul. Then again, I mean, the arms are slightly better, I think, for Lee Haney. Not a whole lot better. I think they're pretty much playing the same game here as far as the biceps, triceps is concerned. The torso, now I would almost have to give it to Bumstead because of the midsection. I prefer his midsection. So very close, maybe an edge to Bumstead. In my opinion, an edge to Bumstead. Go to the front lat spread, and this is a 1985, I believe, of Lee Haney. I tried to get every picture so you could see the whole body, and I actually tried to get different pictures too. I don't like to use the same photos of Lee Haney time and time again. It's not the clearest one. You can't really see conditioning, but I don't think that his conditioning was as good as Chris Bumstead's. Now in this picture, lag for lag, Lee's probably almost as big as Chris, maybe even bigger, but it could be the shot as well, guys. Could be some slight distortion in the picture. But either way, both of these guys, unbelievable in the front lat spread. These are top 20, top 30 front lat spreads, maybe even top 10 of all time, both of these dudes. Turn to the side chest development. Lee Haney, he is one big, thick hoss. Look at the chest, competing against a modern-day competitor. Now, the display might have you think that Chris is thicker in the upper body, but I think that's just the display. But hey, it's all about that, right? In bodybuilding. Now look at the lag development, the conditioning of Lee Haney's legs. Though this time, almost as good as Chris. Now, I say almost, not quite. Even some glutes there showing for Chris. So in a realistic competition, I would give him an edge so far. To go to the side tricep, and this is basically the same situation as the side chest development. Maybe a better display for Chris. But I think tricep for tricep, they're pretty much along the same lines. Now, I like the vacuum, of course, for Chris. And the way he is hitting it, displaying his legs, I think I like the way Chris is hitting this one. So I would probably give him an edge, coming out of the two front, coming out of the two side, heading into the back development. And right out of the chute, it is difficult to size these two guys. In all of the front shots and in the side, Chris Bumstead, he stands like a classic bodybuilder with his legs straight, maximizing his height. But in the rear shots, he hits them like a modern-day competitor. He bends at the knees quite substantially. So really, it is hard to size these characters. Lee Haney's back, he's like a bat. Look at the size of that back. His back can only be rivaled by maybe Franco Columbu and the thickness of the lat insertion area and just the sheer size of the back. But then again, Chris Bumstead, he has a lot of detail there, and in the lower body, it is a Bumstead pose all the way. Go to the rear double bicep. And again, I like to use full body pictures for this one, or I try to, rather. The conditioning of Lee Haney, guys, not bad at all. Lower lat insertions. Now, genetically speaking, and just the size of his back, Lee Haney is bigger. He is better. But it's a matter of detail, conditioning. Look at the size of the traps also, all for Chris Bumstead. And the lower body, like I said, guys, definitely defeating Lee Haney for a joke. Turn around, and unfortunately, this is the final pose. We don't have a most muscular for Chris. And he's a classic physique division competitor, so he doesn't really hit a most muscular. He did before. He did the year prior, but I've never seen any pictures of him hitting it from the 2020 Mr. Olympia. But anyway, guys, this was an interesting matchup. And I think if Lee Haney had some little bit more size in the legs and, of course, a little bit more conditioning, I think he would have smoked Chris Bumstead, in particular in those back shots. But the fact of the matter is, conditioning of Chris was a lot better, and his legs were a lot bigger and a lot better. And in the ab and thigh, I have to say, he is getting a victory. Those abs of Bumstead, very aesthetic. And Lee Haney, as good as he is, maybe not the best in this shot. Good, though, with all due respect. I mean, hey, he's greatest of all time, right? 8-time Mr. Olympia. Here is your winner, guys. Chris Bumstead. He is able to pull off a victory over one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, so kudos to him. Hit thumbs up on the video. Get your request in. Have a fantastic day.